Oh, hello. Welcome to Chris Betts Versus. This is the internet's only comedy debate game show podcast. I've cornered a market finally. My agent is still unimpressed. Thanks for watching. This is a game where I bring on two of my favorite comedians and I debate the opposite of anything that they say. It's a live show that I did for 4 years before the world set on fire. And now I'm in my fucking living room having the time of my life. So we're going to have a great time. If you haven't watched the show before, it's very simple. I argue the opposite of anything anyone says. We have 5 rounds based around different topics. You can join in the comments wherever you're watching. And that's about it, really. The only thing that I need everyone to remember, and it's a very, very, very important point, is that by the nature of the game, just because I say a thing doesn't mean I mean that thing. Okay? I've gotten some complaints. I've had some people pull me aside at the end of the live show. So just because I say a thing doesn't mean I mean that thing. Like when I say, I hope that COVID specifically finishes off the people that didn't get got by AIDS. That's not how I feel. That's just a crazy thought that crossed my mind. So we're going to get going. I don't know why I said that. Normally I write them before the show, but apparently my brain's not doing great right now. I'm going to bring up our judge and opponent today. The judge is the excellent Gareth Waugh, and my opponent is the equally excellent Elliot Steele from your homes where we can neither see you nor hear you. Please put your hands together, cheer, clap, welcome to the screen, Gareth Waugh and Elliot Steele. Hey! Welcome to the stream, guys. How you holding up?
Oh, fucking lost my mind a long time ago, so it's nice to be in the public eye.
This is the closest I've been to actual conversation in a year.
Yeah. I didn't think anyone would see this mustache. So
and then you self-broadcast every day on Twitch. So
yeah. Oh well. Teach me for having a laugh.
Not interested. We do facts on this show. Facts.
Yeah.
Facts and lies. Hey, Alex, how's it going? I don't know if you guys have seen, but you can access the comments in the top right-hand corner of your screen there.
Oh, wow. Cool. Wicked.
So, yes, everything's up there. People occasionally jump in. They start voting. You're not to be swayed, Gareth.
I will be swayed. Fuck all those people.
Hey, Baldy, how's it going?
Gareth's just going to rule this with an iron fist. I love it if you just took it like pure seriously, Waugh.
Impress me.
Turns up with one of those white things and has a white wig and has a gavel. Yeah. Chris is trying to say people should die of AIDS.
Yeah, we got
agreed.
Yeah, the way you swirl that wine is very lord-like. It's nice. We got an Estrella in Elliot's hand. I'm drinking out of just a used Perrier bottle that I bought 4 months ago.
Nobody's actually ever swirled wine in an NFL hoodie before.
Yeah.
I'd have just thrown it.
Yeah.
What do we got? My wife is saying more like 2 cucks, 1 bets. That's I think my wife just called you cucks.
She did. Wow, that's
kick her out the stream. How dare she?
Well, I know one cuck who's going to win.
I got called a cuck first. Alex Watson's calling me cuck bets, so we're all cucks, guys. It's just a bunch of cucks.
Is that because when you promoted this, you said I expect to be called a cuck several times by Elliot?
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, John Hickson. I look like a recovering junkie. That's still better than looking like what I was, an actual junkie. Slightly better.
Let's all applaud for Elliot. The baby steps.
You look like you were ready to shoot up a school because somebody said BTS sucked.
I've got a Death Note picture in the background as well. Now I'm going to take it with me and hold it as I unload my Mac 10 on the maths class.
You just don't get it.
It's K-pop. Like you just learn a bit of Korean, it'll make more sense.
Just learn a bit of Korean.
Just enough. Just enough Korean.
All
right. Good times. All right. Well, let's get. I mean, everyone's been called a cuck now. Even Hastings in the comments is a cuck. So that's the right time to start the show. So
I'm just laughing at the comments. I'm being absolutely set ablaze in them.
Elliot, where were you on January 6th? Do you want to set any records straight?
I was. I was holding a podium.
Oh man, I forgot about that was this year.
Yeah, that was a month. That was 2 months ago.
Yeah, is it? Man, it must only be a year since what's his name died in the helicopter crash. I forgot.
Kobe. Yeah, that was a year ago, a couple weeks back. Yeah. Hello, Sid Cillian.
Good.
Welcome to the stream.
Time flies.
Time flies, right? He doesn't.
Well, he does, just not well.
Yeah. Does up in heaven.
Oh man, that one's gonna get clipped. I'm gonna get hurt for that. All right, so guys, you both know how the game works. Gareth, you're gonna be judging the debates. Elliot, it's you versus me. We're gonna just fisticuffs. But words. You can't reach me with your punches now. I'm not afraid of your violence anymore, you junkie scum. I'm going to argue the opposite of whatever you say. We got 5 rounds. We're going to get to them. To start it out, Elliot, I think you brought a topic. What do you got?
I want you to defend the royal family's racism against Meghan Markle.
Oh,
all right. Okay. Wow. Going deep. And
the general outcry of royalists as well.
Okay, so here's how I feel about this Meghan Markle business. It's not actually about her. She is just catching strays. What it is they're all disappointed in Harry. They tried to crush him by killing his mom. That was how it started.
Yep. That's canon.
Yeah. The first shots were taken in Paris, France in 1997. But that didn't break his spirit. He only became more confident. All right.
Which is rare for a ginger person.
Insanely rare. And I think that's part of what they're so upset about is they're like, know your goddamn place. You're basically Irish. And so over the years, they've been trying to find ways to get him. Like they were like, oh, you should definitely wear a Nazi costume to a Halloween party. People will think that's hilarious. And he did that and he got all the blowback, but that didn't crush him either. He joined the army and they were like, oh, good, he'll get shot. And he didn't get shot. He was actually weirdly good at it. They're like, we cannot shake this fucking kid. There is nothing we can do about him. And so in the end, what they had to do was they encouraged him to have the first interracial relationship in royal history, knowing that it would take nothing to get rid of that lady. And so now they finally won. They got rid of everybody. It's just William. He's clearly jealous of his handsome younger brother. It's a real Pippa Kate situation. All these names, I know a lot more about the royal family than I thought I did.
Yeah.
So what it is like it's a necessary evil to get rid of the only cool royal so that they can maintain their stature. Because as soon as any of them are actually cool, then they seem like human beings and they won't be royals anymore. They'll turn into the Kardashians, and that's a wrap on the legacy. So, that's my defense. Elliot, what are you saying?
I think it's because Diana had an affair and had him allegedly. He's the only one not from lizard blood. So they have to find a way to get rid of it. And the thing with the royal family is what they could have done. And oh god, let's see how this goes.
Remember, you're against the racism. Remember,
I'm against the racism.
Yeah, you're against it.
Yeah.
I'm for the
you're against very easily.
it. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing about Elliot's face or setup.
Oh, good. I was going to give my actual opinion, but now that we're having fun, it's very just the thing with the royals is they're just. Of course, they're racist. They're a royal. They believe they're racist to everyone who isn't royal because they believe God appointed them. Their whole existence is they think that a divine entity put them in a palace and went, these are your subjects, even though you don't really have any power anymore. And they could have snuck Meghan in. I wouldn't know she's black. They could have just snuck her in and they could have just put her there and they could have gone, hey, she's white. I wouldn't have looked up her family tree. I'm not that invested.
Yeah. Wow.
Probably should have said that.
But does that excuse? Does that mean that they shouldn't have been racist? The least racist thing you can think of is to just ask a black woman to pass as white.
In the royal family, that's as good as you're going to get. That's as good as you're going to get. This is Harry. Harry got caught years ago being racist. He's dressed as a Nazi. He's being derogatory about people from Asia. He's still a little bit racist. And I think the problem is Meghan came in and just went, well, the problem for the royals is Meghan just came in and was like, hey, could you just not do the voice when you're around my family? And that was enough for the royal family to be like, yeah, he's got to go if he's not going to be doing that stuff.
Yeah. Join in.
And that's the problem.
Yeah. So wait, so your argument against the racism against Meghan Markle is that they just, I'm not sure. Hold on. What happened?
I'm glad you flagged this, Chris, because I also don't know what the argument was. They all said stop going on about it all.
My argument is I probably shouldn't have had a beer before I did this. My thing is racism bad, royal bad, and that's my slogan.
Wow. What a stupid, callous way to try and make me give you the points by saying balls in your court, Gareth.
I mean, Gareth, if you don't give me this point after I've just said that racism is bad, I just think we should all try a little bit harder to be nice with each other, each other.
No, you do not.
I just think there's a lot of hate in the world, and the only thing that beats hate is love. And the royals should be the people showing us that by example, because they're our leaders. If you just can forget everything else I just said the last 2 minutes.
Interesting. I can't really drop the fact that you thought that the Queen suggested to Meghan Markle, have you seen the movie Us? Do they? Not Us. Get out. Do they? Just pretend to be white. So, who am I going to give the points to? Am I going to give the points to Elliot, who thinks racism is bad, or Chris, who played the game?
I knew you'd be good at this.
I'm going to give the points to round one. I think it's no surprise to Chris Betts, everybody.
Yay! Goddamn right. Krista, Elliot, and Gareth want to stick around for my stream. I asked them, and they said no. We hate that guy. He's so tall.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say that actually, John. I think Chris
Elliot
said he throw me under the bus.
Stick around and watch.
I said I'd watch.
I said, you want to come on the show? Man, I'll just watch. Actually, I'm going to be doing a stream with Sloss, but then we'll be finished before you guys. So I'll maybe come and hang out again after.
Hell yeah, come jump on. Always welcome. So, Baldy caught your stream. That's right. It's our stream, John. God damn it. So these tall fucks. All right. So that's the end of the first round. Decimated Elliot in that. I'm
actually really upset with myself. I had the easiest thing to argue, just racism's bad, and I somehow lost it.
And you picked the topic. I couldn't prepare. You could prepare.
Yeah, I mean, you should have had one look at me and saw a ginger mustache and went, racism bad? This guy's never going to go for that. I'm just missing a Confederate flag behind me.
Yeah. Seahawks fan. I know those fucks from Seattle. I know what they're like.
We like a nice white team up there.
Goddamn right. And
even Russell Wilson's
a biracial quarterback.
He's the whitest dude on the team.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go into the speed round now. The way the speed round works is we have 2 minutes on the clock. Gareth, you have a list of topics. Am I right?
Yes, I do. I've got them here in front of me
now. Good man. Before you start reading, Elliot, do you want to be for or against whatever Elliot's about to say? There are traps on both sides.
I'll be for.
For. Good man. I like that optimism. Very rare in a British contestant. Honestly, it's a guarantee that it's an against on that. So way to buck the trend. All right. So Gareth, you're going to give 1 point for each one. You read it out. Elliot, you make a quick statement. I make a quick statement. 2 minutes on the clock. 1, 2, 3. Speed round.
The first topic is being cool.
I'm for being cool because who doesn't want to be cool? That's the end of that. I'm not cool. You should be cool. As good as I can be cool.
Being cool ruined all the nicest people I've ever met. They started out nice, became cool, became cunts. It's a natural evolution. Next.
All right. Flat Earth.
Oh, I'm for the flat earth because it's just be a nicer place to live. Like, once you find out that they've lied to you about there being a globe, you can just go, they're lying to me about everything else. The government probably did 9/11. There's no gold behind the currency. And you can just have your mind at a bit more ease.
Cool. I'm against flat Earth theory because it gives guys like Elliot confidence, and that's a dangerous thing.
The next one is haircuts. Elliot?
I'm for him because
Please.
look at my
Sure.
fucking blonde dyed streak. This is a mental breakdown that people. Usually I hide my mental breakdowns, but now people can see them very clearly. So please open the barbers.
I'm against haircuts because if I can't grow enough hair to bother to get it cut, then why should you hair privileged fucks get to enjoy the sensation?
Next one is white children.
I'm for white children because let's not lie, they don't make the cutest of babies, but when they grow up, they make the best adults.
No wonder you had such a hard time arguing against racism. I'm against white children. They are. I mean, if they stand like this and you hold them in front of your chest, they're basically tiny Zig Heils. I don't know. Last one.
Last one. I'm going to go with faking excitement.
I'm for faking excitement. I've been doing it this whole podcast.
I'm against it because my feelings are hurt. And that's the end of the speed round. Good job, Elliot. Hitting your stride now. Here we go. Gareth, what was the score at the end of that one?
It was close, actually. I had you at Chris. I gave you 2 points. Elliot, I gave you 3.
Oh damn! Which ones did we win? Out of curiosity.
Right. Elliot won the hair one because I also would like a haircut because right now, I look like a Highland coo addicted to ket. And I think white children. Elliot won white children as well. So he took a lead right at the end.
It's a hollow victory, that one.
Yeah. And what was the other one? Being cool. He lost. Flat Earth. He won.
Oh damn!
Yeah, he's used to arguing that.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm actually on a Flat Earthers YouTube channel.
I remember
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I got talking to a guy, and there's generally a point where I go, "No, I believe in satellites."
Yeah, that's good. There's a guy in Glasgow goes around with it. He fills up a water ball. He's like, if I bend the water ball, is the water going to go all the way around the bend? And folk are like, whoa. That's his argument.
He makes a good point.
I mean, it's not, yeah. But the point is terrible, as is he.
Yeah. Yes, it is. All right, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Let's get into the next round. It's the regrets round. If you haven't watched before, the way the regrets round works is Elliot's going to tell me something he regrets about his life, and I'm going to tell him why it's the best thing he's ever done. Or he's going to tell me something he's proud of, and I'm going to tell him why he's a piece of shit for thinking that. So, Elliot, what do you got?
Can I make a prediction that no matter what happens in the second part of this round, Chris will be getting the points?
I once saved a lady on a bus who was having an asthma attack because I myself has asthma, and recognized the signs and managed to give her an inhaler and comfort her until the ambulance came. And Chris, I would like you to argue why I should regret that. Okay,
cool. First off, Sicilian, thank you very much for the follow. You're about to unfollow now. Okay, let's flesh out this story a little bit, because everyone that tells a story about themselves obviously paints themselves as the hero. Were you attracted to this woman? Let's start with that.
Oh God, no, absolutely not. It was just, it's like asthmatic recognizing other asthmatics, with each other. Like you got to look out for each other.
And did you give her? How did you save her? Walk me through it.
She was on. I was only about 13, 14, and I was coming home from school, and I was on the 468 bus, and she was on the lower deck, as was I. She started having an asthma attack. I recognized it was an asthma attack. She wasn't able to breathe. She was grabbing people. So I went over, gave her my Ventolin inhaler, and then stayed there until an ambulance came, and that helped her. I don't know if maybe save her lives, a bit grand, but I helped someone.
Okay, here's why you never should have done that, and you should have just let her die. Because here's the thing, Elliot, I've known you for 7 years now, 6-7 years, and you're You're not a thoughtful person. You're a selfish guy.
That's very true.
I don't think I'd call you a bad guy, but you you verge in there on occasion.
I'm a tourist.
And so here's why you never should have saved that woman, is because she was probably like a private citizen, probably led sort of a relatively normal life, ran into 5-6 people a day. You're a traveling comedian. You meet people all the time. Now, here's what's wrong about that is you doing something good when you were younger, and the fact that this is the thing that you're still proud of. This is what, like 11 years ago? How old are you now?
24.
24. You haven't helped anyone since then. That's the last person you helped.
It's so true.
The fact that you can lean on this fucking one good thing that you did to justify the idea that you're a good person, but you can do all the other shit that you do.
Yeah. Yeah, give him the point. He's right. He's totally
right.
So if you just let her die like God wanted, here's what would have happened. You would have felt shame. You would have felt deep shame from that moment, and then you would have spent the rest of your life trying to help people, which you could do. You're not a dumb guy. You're a capable guy. You could have spent the rest of your life making up for that mistake. And as opposed to right now, where you're milking it for all you fucking can to do horrific things in Ibiza.
Oh no, you don't know that story. Oh shit.
Nice.
Oh,
That's a big
fuck.
drop there.
D-Carp, he lost his superhero origin story. Fuck me.
By any chance, was Tom Horton on this show a few weeks?
He was,
Okay.
but no one will tell me that story. A few people have brought it up, and no one will tell me the details. So
I'll happily tell that story.
I'll tell it on John's stream. I'll just read Sarah Pascoe's book.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we do an extra episode that goes on my Patreon. If you want to know the story, he'll tell the story in the extra episode. Sign up to my Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Chris Betts, Mr. Chris Betts. All right. So I've just destroyed Elliot. Do you want to defend yourself?
I'll give it a
Can I
go.
just say, I was with you most of the way, Chris, until you said, "You're not a dumb guy, Elliot."
I maintain that there's no such thing as a dumb, funny comedian.
Yeah,
It's,
Oh,
it's too
I
hard.
agree.
It's too hard.
and I
Yeah.
think Elliot is not funny.
I love that this show has just turned into the roast of me when it's
Yeah.
going to be us.
What did you expect was going to happen?
I know, fucking, I know.
You basically got me aimed at you.
Yeah.
I'll maintain that I should have saved that lady's life, and I can dine out and all that. Because Chris, I don't think. I think you're correct. I'm a bit of a bad person. I'm not bad. I'm just selfish. I look out for myself, and I think if I'd let her die, I would then know I'm capable of watching people die.
Mm.
And if you think Ted Bundy was a problem, well, you have another thing coming. If I found out that I had the capability to watch women die.
And
Let's give Chris the point to stop this before.
Hang on, it's been a weird round for me because I was with you again at the start there, Elliot. I was like, yeah, he's right. This is the one good thing he's done, so he should be proud of it because it's literally the one good thing he's done. And then you went, I'd love to watch women die. And I went, what? I know.
Thanks, Cecilia. Take care. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard one to score.
I want to go a little bit deeper into this, what could have been his other origin story. Why do you immediately to serial killer? What are you hiding in your basement?
Oh, Chris, I'm not smart enough to be a serial killer. If I was a serial killer, I'd be one of the ones who's caught on day
Finally,
one.
we agree on something.
So just a murderer.
I'd be one of those idiots, you know what I mean, who's like befriends someone who's like has written me into a will or something, or some family member, and then kill them and be like, oh, I don't know, I guess I get all of the money, hey police officer. And then I'll be like, well, no, you live streamed it on Twitch. That's how you tried to build a following. And I'll be like, deep fake.
Has anyone tried that yet? Live Twitch snuff films?
I'm not blasted, by the way. I'm just this is my life.
Yes, they have. Not on Twitch.
We were all thinking it.
On TikTok. There's quite a few snuff films on TikTok.
Really? Jesus Christ.
It's not pleasant. I've
K-pop's taking a weird turn.
Yeah, I've been working in a supermarket in lockdown on night shift, which is where all the level cool people work.
Yeah.
No, it's where they put the people that they can't put in front of customers. And one of the guys there.
That's the mustache, buddy. That's the mustache.
I'm fine with it. One of the guys that I work with showed me a TikTok of a guy killing himself, and I was like, I didn't need to see that. It was unsolicited. He just went, "Here, check this out," and I went, "What the fuck? I don't need that. It's 3 a.m. and I'm putting out this ham."
Was it in time with the music?
Yeah.
They come up with some like really basic stuff about mental health first, like, "Hey, did you know if you have anxiety?" And then he shoots himself.
Like that. It was good. The dance was good. I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, fair enough. Cool.
All right. Do you know what? I'm going to give the points in that round to Elliot because
what?
Even I don't think I'm deserving. Did you see what he argued? I said I want to watch women die. I don't deserve the points.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah, I'm gonna get to Chris. I forgot about the woman dying thing. But if you could just it's the only good thing I've done. I've got to be proud of it. Otherwise, I'm proud of nothing. I would have give it to you.
Mine was all shock value that got what it deserved.
That's perfect.
Yeah. What's the total score right now?
The total score right now is Chris is on 4, Elliot's on 3.
All right. I just graduated to. What was that?
The people in the chat.
Yep, just graduated to. I want to watch women die. Give him another 5 minutes, and we'll have a confession. That's my wife, everybody. That's.
It wasn't. I want to watch women die. It was. I could find out. I have the capability. What's the next round?
It feels like you've already found that out about yourself. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, we have enough time to do one more. Gareth, do you have any regrets or proud things that you want to share? You don't have to. We can move on, but if you do, I can unburden you.
I don't know. I'd say everything's blurred into one in the last year, so I can't remember anything that happened before or since.
You don't want to talk about that mustache?
I'm proud of the mustache. Aye, if you want to,
people are proud of their mustaches.
if you want to go for the mustache, I'll have
no. All right. I was just trying to.
Cool. Yeah, we can do that. So, Elliot, you're defending the mustache. I'm against the mustache. IndieDC, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Mystifers. So I would say the mustache. Here's the thing about mustaches. I know they get maligned, and a lot of people can rock them. A young Tom Selleck, Chris Pratt can wear a mustache. You look like the guy Elliot thinks he would have become if he'd let that woman die. Do you know why that guy showed you a TikTok of someone killing himself without prompting, without any warning?
It's all making sense.
He just looked at you and he went, "That's a kindred soul. This guy he wears my inside on his outside," and I love that about him.
Well, I thought you were saying it was like a servant suggestion, like, "Hey, maybe you should."
No. He saw kindred soul. Oh, thank you very much. Sometimes Twitches for the follow. Welcome to the Mystifers. You're, and also you're going to be, as someone who's had a beard since I was 18, basically. I used to get profiled a lot for real. I get racially profiled as a white guy with a beard for a while. People would call me a terrorist if I showed up somewhere with a backpack. It was all bombs in backpacks jokes. Randomly stopped at the airport. You're going to have that, but with schools and family members and just anywhere that perversion, you're going to if you walk too near any women's rooms, you're going to face a phalanx of women that are just going to kick you in the nuts and send you packing. You are setting yourself for a tougher life. You need to shave it. You're pretty boy, Gareth. Show us your face.
1 point. It does seem to be overtly sexual, a mustache. Like people either say, like it's a porn star mustache, like that's something you'll hear, or that's a pedo mustache. Like there's never like a nice way
Should
of
combine the two and be a no wait.
Or it's an uncle mustache, but we all know what an uncle mustache means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. It gets condensation a lot, which I think is the creepiest part. Like I get condensation when I'm just walking around. So like that, if I had glasses, they'd all steam up. So that it's a pervy thing. I agree. Elliot, why is it a good thing though?
Gareth, when you go to the shops and you buy alcohol with the mustache, do you always get served?
Well, the thing is, Elliot, right now, and since I've had the mustache, anytime I've been to a shop, I've been wearing a face mask, so nobody knows the mustache is there.
Ooh,
Good
secret
yes, and
mustache is so much worse.
Fuck.
This
I'm
is
really
what they
good.
say. No, I wear it like an old guy with my nose over the top. No, that's what they say.
But do you feel older with the mustache?
I do. I feel older, wiser, more dignified.
And have you, without the mustache, felt young to the point where, like, you might have not been served alcohol in a shop?
Without the mustache, I would be molested by the guy with the mustache.
But you once had to get some children to buy you alcohol, right?
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
And were you mustacheless at this time?
I was, yeah. I was a lot younger. I had to get a taller, younger person to go and get me it.
And did they have a mustache, even just a little one of any sort?
No, they were just real tall.
They were just tall. Oh, okay. Well.
However, because they were tall, I reckon a shadow would have been cast. It would have looked like a mustache.
So what I'm hearing is, with the mustache, you have no problem buying cigarettes, booze, getting into a 18 film at the cinema, or even a 12 plus.
No problems whatsoever, sir.
No problems. Your Honor,
myself.
Your Honor, I rest my case in favor of Gareth's mustache. That it just makes his life slightly more convenient. Apparently, he's banging at eating pussy with it as well.
I taste it for hours after.
Can we just take a
mom,
second?
by the way.
Oh, can we just take a second to acknowledge that Decarb thinks that Poundland is called Pound Town?
I thought, wait.
Does it just mean Scunthorpe?
Pound Town is like a euphemism for sex, surely, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to Pound Town.
Yeah. I need some eggs. And that's no argument. That's is making it easier to look older. No one wants to look older. That's why all the songs are called Forever Young. She was only 16. People like young people. And here's the problem is you want to be the young person that they like. You don't want to look like the person that likes young people. You're on the wrong side now.
I see. I argue as 24, some youngish, that when you're young, you want to be just slightly. Do you know what you want to be at my age? You want to just have your frontal cortex developed. And I think with Gareth, you look at his mustache and go, that's a man who remembers to do stuff because his frontal cortex is developed.
Elliot, tell me what a frontal cortex does.
The frontal lobe cortex thing. Yeah, the frontal lobe. What the fucking brain?
No. What does it do? What does it do?
It helps process the decision making. So as you get older, so one of the reasons that younger people are so much more reckless and very bad at decision making is that sort of bit of their brain hasn't fully developed yet.
Damn, called my bluff. I didn't know that. Good job.
Right.
Nice.
All right.
It's an interesting one. I think you've both argued it very well, actually, because you've argued it from your own points of view. For example, the most annoying thing in Elliot's life is he gets ID'd, whereas the most annoying thing in Chris's life is he might be mistaken for a sexual deviant.
Mistaken for.
But I like the mustache too much. It's staying after lockdown. So I'm in that vein. I'm going to give the point to Elliot there.
What kind of judging is this? Although
that is fair. That is totally fair.
It evens up a little bit going into the last round as well.
Nobody expected me, not even myself, to be able to pull off that shit with the frontal corner.
What's this? Gareth with a mustache could be marketed as a Scottish cousin of Mario, Super Waugh.
Hey, I like it.
That's good.
That's in. Kat, you get a point.
Give us what's the Scottish version of "It's a me"?
It's fucking me. Colin. I was trying to think of the name.
I don't know why that's tickled me so much.
Hey.
Just a bunch of children. Oh, yeah, we got Scottish Mario for Christmas. It's fucking me.
Aye, that toilet's full.
He's just having a fight.
Do you want me to get
just
started now?
Stabs one of the mushrooms.
Mushrooms. I'm in.
All right. So going into the second speed round, I think we're tied now. Is that right?
Or
am I one ahead?
One ahead still, Chris.
One ahead. All right. Cool. So we're going to go into the second speed round because you were for everything last time, Elliot. I'm going to be for everything. So you're against everything that's said. Gareth, you got the list back up?
I got the list here.
Attaboy. All right. We're going to start the speed round in 1, 2, 3. Speed round.
Table manners.
Table manners. Elliot.
I'm against table manners because I don't think manners should exist in any realm, let alone one that you spend barely any fucking time at the table. Because tables are where you sit. You know, think of table manners. You have to sit there with no elbows on the table, so it doesn't help you do anything. You can't swear. And the table's where you spend time with your family when you're eating a meal. And let's all be honest, we all would rather go upstairs and sit in our room and just stare at the TV than spend any time with them. More of an insight into my life than an argument there, but...
I'm for table manners because it allowed me for really low stakes rebellion. And if I hadn't had these like low stakes, put my elbows on the table, what are you going to do, old man? I might have burned down a church or something. So,
referees.
I'm against referees because I think the greatest thing you could see in a sport is just more horrific tackles go unanswered. And eventually all we really want to see in a game is a massive brawl, and referees stop that.
I'm for referees because even when racists are watching a game, the only person they hate more than the black players are the referees.
No, we don't. No.
Email attachments.
I'm against email attachments because there's never anything. Just fucking write it in the email. So making me have to click on something and doing part of your job for you. Just to get that Word document, instead of writing it all up and adding some clip art, just write it in the fucking email and save us all some time.
I'm for email attachments because that's where I hide all the viruses that I use to steal old people's money. Comedy clubs are closed. I got to get that cash.
Gotta get it. Vitamin supplements.
I'm against vitamin supplements because we should just let the weak die.
So succinct. I like it. I'm for vitamin supplements because along with my emailing scams, there is nothing that people are more likely to buy than bullshit vitamins. I'll tell them it's good for their dick. Tell them it's good for their hair. It's just zinc.
Soldiers.
Oh, cool. This is the last one.
I'm against soldiers because I'm done with paying my respects to people when wearing a poppy.
All right. I'm for soldiers because if it weren't for soldiers, I might have joined the army and then I would be fucking dead. But I met a few of them. I was like, fuck that. So thank you, soldiers. That's the end of the speed round.
All right.
Gareth, what walk us through the scoring of that round.
I kind of don't want to because it'll make the last round redundant.
Was it a whitewash?
Yeah, I've got Chris 5-0 there.
See, this is why I'm against referees. This is horseshit. It's fucking every fucking game.
4-1 now.
Let me sort of focus out on this.
Yeah, 4-1. I got it at.
Just pulled it back. That was
Pulled it back. That last little comment sold it for me.
So what is the what's Boldy saying? A lot of these arguments rely heavily on not becoming a murderer. Yep.
Yeah.
What is the so what's the score now going into the final round, Gareth?
Well, I think you've won, Chris. I think you should enjoy your prize. I hope it makes you happy.
It's kind of closer than you think. I mean, not close enough for you to win, Elliot. But Chris, you are on 8. Elliot, you are on 5.
All right, so it's a 3-point difference.
How many points is this last round worth, Chris?
I mean, insanely today, randomly, 4 points.
Wow!
How crazy is that?
I don't know if I'd rather it just be 1 because I'd rather lose by 3 than by 7.
Yeah. That is the beauty of it. Is it's either like a beautiful come from behind Hail Mary or a fucking decimation.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, so Gareth, you've picked a topic. Elliot and I do not know what this topic is. Before Gareth says what it is, Elliot, do you want to be for or against whatever Gareth's about to say?
Do you know what, Chris? You decide. You it's your game. We're your guests. You decide.
That's against the rules. I'm sorry. It's up to you. I have hard, fast rules.
Okay, well, I'll be against it.
Against. All right, cool. I like it. What am I for, Gareth?
You are for that you should be allowed to tattoo babies.
All right. Cool. Are there any parameters to that?
Nope. Babies should be allowed to get tattoos.
Babies should be allowed to get tattoos. All right. Fair enough. You know what? Tattoos last a lifetime. You know what else lasts a lifetime? Life. So if they're starting one, why can't they start the other one? I think a lot of people say, "Oh, what a beautiful baby," but they're lying. It's an ugly baby. There's like 4 beautiful babies to every 10 ugly babies. But let's imagine you have an ugly baby with a beautiful rose on its chest. And you can go, yes. What a beautiful baby. And then, that'll really up your baby's game and give it a lot more confidence. It'll give it appreciation for art as it ages. It'll show it that its doodles are terrible compared to what its body provided. I think that because babies can't complain, it's a nice place to train new tattoo artists so that their mistakes don't matter as much. I see nothing but upsides. Elliot, any reasons you shouldn't tattoo a baby?
Yeah, I mean, you make a compelling case, Chris, but I think the one thing you have to remember the history of tattoos and what they come from, and tattoos are a form of identification and a form of belonging. And the last thing we need is babies tattooed with white pride prison gang tattoos. And I think that would be a real problem if we start, because at first it would be cute. It would be like, we're going to give him like a little Winnie the Pooh or something, or his birthday. But then you're going to see babies with teardrops, meaning, oh, fuck, has that baby killed someone? Like, then you're going to start seeing his mom.
Oh, wow. Yeah, good thing you like that woman dying joke, did you, Elliot?
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to respect that baby. I just want to take a minute to what I just heard.
Elliot's like, that baby was a goddamn hero.
I don't salute that baby. I won't salute soldiers, but if that baby went by on a float, you pay your respects.
Yeah, he did what I didn't have the balls to do.
You'd have babies with, and then think about it. Like, think about the sort of tacky tattoos that, like babies are going to get. Like someone, you'd start having a problem where white babies are going to have like Asian writing written on them because white girls get hold of them. It's just going to be a whole kerfuffle. That's what I describe tattooing babies as. It's too much of a kerfuffle. Yeah. It's a bit of a faff. And then you're going to have babies with tramp stamps. It's just, let's leave it alone. I'll give you toddlers, but not babies.
Oh, that's that's what we call bargaining, isn't it? That's compromise. Nice technique. Because of course, babies, they would obviously make stupid decisions, wouldn't they, Elliot? They would have to, like, when you grow up, then you're a bit more developed and you can make sensible tattoo choices, can't you, Elliot?
Gareth, where's this going, Gareth?
So that's another argument in favor of it is if this was like the 1800s and you were getting pirate tattoos, those went deep. That was a different kind of tattoo. The ones that they do now are specifically they go shallower because they know that people are going to get them removed. And so it doesn't last quite as long. It's a lot easier to get rid of them. So if you want to stop people from getting those shitty tattoos that you're talking about, give them to them as babies. And then as they grow up with these tattoos and they go, Jesus, this is fucking terrible. They'll get it wiped for like a 14th birthday or something. And then by the time they're in their 20s, they'll know better than to get a garbage tattoo. And they'll either get something beautiful or meaningful. And you'll actually see fewer garbage tattoos going out into the world. And I mean, you shouldn't see a child's tattoo anyway, because you shouldn't be looking at a kid without clothes on, right? They're not going to be that evident. I'm thinking, well, obviously Gareth, but so they're going to be less evident, so that later on, when you do get to see their tattoos, we get to see a better quality of it. It's like a vaccination, an immunization against bad tattoos to give them to them as kids. Well,
far be it for me to argue against vaccines. Elliot?
Yeah, are you against vaccines, Elliot? Are you anti-vax as well as flat Earth, as well as pro-woman murder?
And they made some compelling points.
This is no longer sure whether this is entertainment or evidence.
It's both.
Either way, Elliot's going down.
I love that someone's written that I've got cancelled. Like, I've managed to not gig for a year or something. I'm still somehow ruined my career.
Oh, we cancel playfully on this channel. Don't worry about that.
Right, yeah. Leah cancelling.
Did you see the Simpsons one? The it's a paddling, but it says canceling underneath it. Love that one. Such a great emoticon. That's a canceling.
That's excellent.
Yeah, it's so good. Right. Well, if that's all the arguments,
I think that's it.
I gotta say, I'm proud of you both. There was some interesting points on both sides of the debate. I wasn't sure which way I would be swayed, because I was on the fence about this. I've seen babies and be like, get a little Mike Tyson on there. That baby looked badass.
You wore a tattoo of Mike Tyson.
Yeah. What? Yeah, tattoo of Mike Tyson.
Of Mike Tyson with the tattoos on his face.
The worst part is that baby ended up having a lisp, so it just looked cruel.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got to make babies a bit cooler, I think. They're too cutesy. We've got to give them a bit of an edge. I think, Chris, I'm going to have to give you the points. You argued it spectacularly well. The vaccine route, never saw that coming. Great.
Thank you very much. Well played, Elliot. That was great. I mean, you're on the watch list now, so that's fun. But other than that, I think we had a grand old time.
He was on a watch list way before this.
Yeah, he's fine.
We're in a WhatsApp group with a guy whose dad used to run the British Army. Everything we say is being tracked.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if we had to guess which one of our friends was on a no-fly list, let's be real. This was so much fun. Thanks for coming on, guys. Really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure, man. I've enjoyed it, and the audience is so funny as well.
Yeah,
good. Coming in hot today.
They get time to think on Twitch with the heckles, and in a live event, they've got to kind of build up the courage to do it and then say the thing as it happens. Whereas in Twitch, they've got time to conduct it.
Which is what we should remember when we're in the live event and we say the thing and we've built up the courage. That is in itself its own reward, even if it's about wanting women to die. And that is no, I didn't.
We were ready to walk away. You keep pulling us back in.
Yeah. I was like, where's this going? And I saw the hand going like this.
I was like confused.
I was like, this is going to be an excellent point. You went, women die.
Cool. Let's see if do you guys have anything you want to plug? Gareth, we'll start with you.
Just Twitch, man. If you're on here now, I'm also on Twitch. You can just search Gareth Waugh. I'm on there. most nights, really. I have nothing else to do.
Amazing. Oh, Alex, thank you so much for setting up that alert. Alex Watson,
thank you,
everybody.
Alex.
Killing
Yeah.
it.
And
Yeah,
if you
definitely
don't wanna-
follow Gareth. He's so funny. Watch that.
Thank you. Yeah, if you don't want to see me on Twitch, come down to Sainsbury's anytime between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m.
Glad you liked it, Anna. Thank you very much. Elliot, what about you? What are you plugging?
I just plug. I've got a YouTube channel. I'm starting this stuff at the moment where I just talk shit. So it's a fun little writing
It's
exercise.
a feminist channel.
Yeah. It's and I run a podcast called The Guilty Feminist, actually, where we both but yeah, I'm on it. I'd love to grow my channel, and I'd love to have you guys as fans. Thank you very much.
Cool. Yeah, definitely check out Elliot Steele. Again, crazy funny. Watching you deal with hecklers is one of my favorite things. It's one of the things I miss about live stand-up is doing that. We'll talk about this in the extra episode, but watching you try to fight a bouncer outside a comedy club in Camden is just one of the greatest fucking things. All right, so for me, please follow and subscribe, especially if you have a Prime membership. Click that subscribe button because then I get Jeff Bezos's money, not yours. So it's fucking perfect. Let's gradually £5 at a time. Let's take his trillion. Other than that, I'm going to be doing another show in an hour and a half with John Hastings, who's a great comedian. Elliot and Gareth are both welcome to come on if they want. I think Gareth's on with Sloss, but he can jump on after. But if Elliot wants to come on, he'll be there. So do that. Join my Discord. The link is in the chat. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. This will be released as an audio podcast called Chris Bets Versus on Sunday. I've got a bunch of past episodes with Jamali Maddox, Pierre Novelli, Gareth Millerick, Ahir Shah, Laura Lex. Just tons of great comics. The lineup for the rest of the month is awesome. So check it out. Thank you again for watching, guys. We will talk to you soon. Take care. Do we want to raid someone? I just remembered that we're doing this on Twitch, so I can raid somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Who's that? Julian Assange?
Let's read Julian Assange. Just see what he's up to. Just counting the tiles again.
There's tons of comics on just now.
Raid channel. Let's see who I've got up.
I'm new to talk. What is a raid? So we all go over and watch them on their channel.
Yeah.
Basically everyone that's watching here just shoots over to another channel. It's a nice way to play the game. I've got Robotron and Sean Morley are both on.
Oh, Robotron.
Chaz who made the It's a Canceling.
Is Chaz on? I thought I followed Chaz. Okay. Yeah, let's do Chaz. Chaz is great.
Yeah, he's only got 5 just now, so it'd be a nice little boost for him.
Perfect. Chaz is so funny. All right, so we're gonna raid Chaz. The raid message is Elliot is canceled. So...
I don't know, Chaz, but good luck, Chaz.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. See you later. Have a good night. Starting the raid. Goodbye.
Good job, Alex, on the emoji.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, Alex is awesome. She does so much good work. Yeah, just keep waving until we're off. Just keep. Raid now. Bye. And we're clear.